Hi, Soul Family. Welcome. This is the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show. It is 4:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot. We said we would start sharply at 4:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we kept our word because the Sheik said he wanted to read from Genesis 4:16 today. So let's get started. Come on in the room. I won't have a long introduction for you today because too much has been going on in the background. You all have said you're tired, you're done, you're ready for the currency exchange, you're ready for the wealth transfer, you're ready to get this party started. So I'm going to have a little introduction music as you get your pen, your paper, and your drinks because you asked for him to come back and he's back. He said he's back better than ever, bigger, better, stronger. So who am I speaking of? None other than the Sheik Jacob Bey. Come on in the room, family. Check in. Let us know who you are, where you're hailing from. Say hello. Good evening, grand evening to the Soul family. And we'll get started in just a few minutes. Come on in, family. Yes. I see you. Come in the room, family.
Dr. Kia Pruitt, shining wisdom's light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows, spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day.
I see so many of you all excited. Come on in. Like button as you enter the room, family. Hashtag freedom now in the chat. The next one, 4-1, Gematria 41. That's key. We'll ask Sheik Jacob Bey to speak on that. Shalom. Shalom, family. Shalom. Come on in the room. Sing it with me. Soul tribe. I know y'all know the song. What are we doing? Raising vibrations. Hey. Almost 300 people in the chat. Come on in the room, family. Hit that like button coming in the room, family. Put hashtag freedom now in the comments. Here's my part, my favorite part of the song.
Yeah. She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Hey. Houston's in the house. Hey. California's in the house. Come on in, family. Georgia's in the house. Welcome back, Sheik, they're saying. Glorious rising. 310 people in the chat.
Raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and brighter day.
right, family. I was trying to get everybody's chats up. Hashtag freedom now in the comment section, family. We are commanding our freedom. This is the new golden era where we will experience sovereignty, prosperity, and peace. Hi, Jeffrey. It's good to see you. He took the night off for this one. Jeffrey Short took the night off to hear the Sheik speak tonight. I'm enjoying this. Come on in the room. And you know what, family? Just Sister Janine, the chat moderator here, she spoke on behalf of the Soul Tribe. She was like, listen, Doc, we're having Sheik Jacob Bey withdrawals here, okay? We need you to bring the Sheik back. She said, she said, I don't know what you got to do, but get him back here. And we heard her. She's been speaking on behalf of the Soul Tribe. And we talked to the Sheik, and he's like, I got a lot to tell y'all. So much is going on. You know, it's Trump's birthday is coming up. Y'all know it's his birthday today. Today is 14. And we were like, well, why not do it on the 14th? Because as somebody said in the chat, 14 reversed means king. So what are they trying to tell us? What's supposed to happen this month? We don't know if it's going to happen this day or not. But in June, the new Trump note is supposed to come out. I don't know if you all remembered that, but the Treasury Department said they approved Trump's plan to phase out all paper currency. But they also then came later and said, we approve Trump's plan to come out with his own currency with his likeness, his image, and his signature. And this is the only time in history that a living sitting president has had his image on a fiat dollar. Well, it's going to be on the $100 note and the 250th note. The 250th note, in order to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. They call that America's birthday because that commemorates America having liberation or freedom, I should say, from the British Crown. So that 250th note, though, it has a gold inkwell on it. We just don't know when it's coming back, when it's coming out. But we do know that the $100 note is coming back or coming out or being issued in the month of June. And here we are. So it's June, it's President Trump's birthday. It's his 80th birthday. 8 represents the number of peace, prosperity, abundance, and wealth. And so who else could we use or bring back to speak on the numerology of all these things happening? Trump's 80th birthday, today being the 14th, which is his birthday, the Trump note coming out in June, which is the 6th month. Who else can better explain these things to us, the Soul Tribe, than the master decoder himself, none other than Sheik Jacob Bey. Let's welcome him, family. Allow me to introduce to some and present to others our Grand Sheik, the Sheik of the Soul Tribe, Sheik Jacob Bey. Come on in the room, Sheik.
Hey,
Welcome.
how you doing?
Hey,
Good.
you and this hey. Oh, you froze. Okay, there you go. There you go. Let me get this off. Sheik, you see Sister Janine. I don't know if you can read the comments, but she's the moderator. She's been asking, where is the Sheik? We're having Sheik Jacob Bey withdrawals. Bring them back now.
That's nice.
So how you been doing?
Doing okay. You know, I've been dealing with some minor health issues. And I pray that
Minor health issues?
oh yeah. Nothing I want to just get all the way into because I don't want to speak on it like that and speak it into existence. I'm just gonna pray that the Soul Tribe prays for me and heals me through social media and everything else.
You didn't tell me about that, Sheik.
It's nothing that, you know, it's a crisis. It's just something I just need to keep my eye on.
Say it again because hold on. Oh, I was having some connectivity issues. I think I'm okay now.
Do you have me?
I have you on here.
Okay.
Oh, Sister Toya says I'm caught outside right now in Louisville, Kentucky. I see you, sis. Welcome. That's where I raised my children for 20 years. I lived there. Akron's in the house. Jeffrey's from North Carolina. Oh, they checking in. We have 487 people in the house. Cleveland is in the house. Hey, Rev, Doctor. So now you were saying you're having health challenges. What's going on?
Well, you know, at my age, I'm 60 years old now, and
Mm-hmm.
I have to make sure that I watch my kidneys, my
Mm,
prostate, and
mm-hmm.
all that other stuff. So I'm just on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing that's like crisis, but
Mm,
it's just be aware. Get checked, go to the urologist, whatever you got to
mm,
do.
mm.
Um, and I pray that the med beds are coming like right around the corner.
Yes.
But it's nothing that I'm like freaking out about. It's just
Okay.
things happen, and
Yeah, I know.
and if you get a sign, just like women, have the mammogram and all that other stuff, you got to stay on top of things. That's all.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. At this age, like you say, we have to continually get checkups and make sure that we're monitoring our own health as well. As things just your testosterone levels, estrogen levels, hormone levels, everything kind of shifts. They change as we get
yeah.
older. Yeah.
But I'm operating at a good weight, a
Okay.
very healthy weight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm operating where I actually feel like I'm 25, 30 years old. For the
Wow.
most part. But other than that, I just got to stay on top of stuff.
Mm. Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you're okay. I'm glad you're
Thank you.
staying on top of it, monitoring your health. You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. You have Reverend Dr. JC says grand rising to you, Sheik. This is the grand Sheik Bay. Uh, you have someone from the UK checking in. Oh wow. Colombia, South America is checking in. Changing
Thank you,
winds.
everybody.
You got people from all over. They're sending you healing. They said no, you're not 60. JC says 60, never.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is, I was never much of a drinker or smoker. If I
Mm.
drink, it's socially,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just one of those rare things. I go out and have some dinner with somebody, and I might have a drink, I might not. But I may drink once every 2 or 3 months, and that's been
Mm.
my life.
Mm.
And I'm not one that does a lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? I don't smoke cigarettes
Mm.
and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Never had.
Somebody Empress Zena says he looks like he lost weight and it looks good on him.
Thank you. Hey, Empress. Damn, she kind of look cute too.
He said, "Hey."
Yeah.
Germany's in the house. Richard Chambers from Germany. We got people. We have 556 people in the house. I love it. I love it. Medical personnel here. This would be hydrated. Says stay away and out of medical sites. Organ harvesting due to vax destroying their organs.
I
Ooh.
believe that, and that's why I've been doing some other things, and
Mm-hmm.
but still, you have to stay on top of things because you have to
Yeah.
know what's going on the inside of yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
fortunately for me, I do have a sister that is in the medical profession,
Okay.
and she kind of can help me navigate through that somewhat,
Mm.
you know,
Mm.
and I trust her.
Of course, yes. That's. I'm glad you
Right.
have somebody that you trust. T. Rose says it's something about this age between 42 and 62 that we must get with plant based foods and literally move or exercise. This is important. More importantly, our mindset must be toxic free. You will be good, Sheik Bay.
Thank you.
Canada's in the house. Wow. You have people from all over. checking in. They thought you were in your 30s, Sheik. Spain is in the house. Hello. Someone else said no order than 40. Sister Lisa couldn't believe it. Peace and honor. Oh, blood. What you say? Blood tea. Please look it up. It's from the gardens. Blood tea or something. Somebody's saying
I
you should.
will.
Uh, Dre, the lucid dreamer says we missed you, Jacob. Eat more healthier, please. They don't. They're like we got to keep you here.
I cut back on a lot of stuff that has sugar and salt.
Okay.
I've cut down on shellfish because
Mm.
I used to tear shellfish up. Oh my God,
Okay.
crab
Mhm.
legs and lobster tails, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I
Mhm.
cut back on that, and I don't eat catfish anymore, and I don't eat
Mhm.
pork.
That's
So
awesome.
I cut back on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I see a whole lot. Do you notice any differences? Do you feel different?
Oh yeah, I
Any-
told you. I actually feel pretty doggone good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
They're suggesting parasite cleanse.
right.
Um, who else? Somebody's from Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii on vacation. I'm tuned in. I know this is about to be fire. All right. Well, let's get it started. Oops. Somebody said you're handsome. Sister Georgia. Georgia Peach from the South says you're
We
handsome.
like
She
them peaches.
the pieces be juicy and sweet.
Apple, peach, cherries, and plums. I have to have me some.
Ooh, listen. Y'all hear him? He in rare form today. Oh, we got another Hawaiian. So another Hawaiian's in the house. Who was that? Kawi Hawaii in the house. Donore Guerrero. Wow. Thank you for checking in from Hawaii. They say you looking vibrant, Sheik.
Thank you.
Peace to the gods, Islam family. Good to see you. I'm just trying to get in your comments because I know you all are concerned about him. You haven't seen him in a while. And come to find out he was, working through some things on his health. Yeah, drinking and smoking can really hurt your age. I agree. Herbs will help, they're saying. They say you look good, Sheik. You
Thank
don't
you.
look like you're 60. Wow. Wow. Oh, you're doing something right. Islam to you too, family. Yeah, we've been exposed to so much poison in the air, the water, the foods. It's kind of hard to get around all the poisoning. Brunswick, Georgia. Okay, Sheik. So listen, as you heard in the introduction, you already knew. Today is President Trump's birthday. He's 80. This is June 14th. And oh my God, people been going crazy. They're like, Sheik Jacob Bay gotta speak on the 14th. His birthday is today is June 14th. You've told us 14 represents white supremacy. The reverse of that, 41, represents king. You've taught us that this is the ode of something, the outing or getting rid of something old and ushering something new. You have confirmed and affirmed that the number 8, Trump is 80, represents abundance and prosperity. And it's the infinity sign when you turn it on its side. We also know that this is the era of the gold standard. Trump's new currency has the gold inkwell on it and it's coming out in June this month. So, what, pray tell, is going on, Sheik Jacob Bay?
Well, let's go back a little bit,
Okay.
and I'm going to go all the way back to the end of Black History Month. And the end of Black
February.
History Month was February 28th. And Kamala Harris, she wrote a book called 107 Days. So
Mm,
what does 107 days mean? Well, the Iran war started at the end of Black History Month. Okay? And
interesting.
remember, I said that Iran really isn't about a war at all. It's
Okay.
about a war of, if you want to call it a war, it's a spiritual war on the end of this white supremacy ideology that we have. Because if
Okay.
you break down the word Iran, IRAN, it equals 42. And we know white supremacy is 14, everything in threes. 3 times 14 is 42. Okay, let's break down
Right.
Iran. Are y'all ready? I is 9, R is
Mm.
18. So 9 and 18 is 27. A is 1. So 27 and 1 is 28. And
Right. Mm-hmm.
N is 14. 28 and 14 is 42, right? So that's
Mm.
white supremacy and the power of 3. 14 times 3 is 42, right?
Right. Right.
Now, Kamala Harris wrote a book called 107 Days. Anybody can look that up.
Okay.
Now, guess what today is?
What's that?
107 days since the end of Black History Month and the beginning of that war, or that spiritual war,
Wow.
right? And
Okay.
that's today. Okay. Now you called your show Genesis 4:16, and we did that for a reason, because in the Bible it says Cain came from the presence of the Lord and went to the land of Nod, east of Eden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the land of Nod? Land of Nod, Lon, right? As in
Mm-hmm.
London, England, right?
Oh. Okay.
Because if you reverse the word Nod, it's what? Done.
Don.
London.
Mm.
East of what?
Mm.
Eden, right? So
Right.
if you look it up, the land of Nod, anybody can look this up. Where is the land of Nod located? It's located at A614. What's today's date?
614.
There you go. A614, Spalding Moor, England.
What?
Yeah, Yorkshire. Now, who just won last night? New
They were
York,
talking about it in the comment section.
New York, right?
New York. Yes.
Yorkshire. So now, going back to the land of Nod, who's the president? Don, as
Don.
in the reversal of the word Nod. See, what happened to our people is
Wow.
that we've been put to sleep all this time for 400 years. Okay? And that
Wow.
means when you go to sleep, you nodding off, right? Land of Nod.
Right. Right.
You've been nodding off. Now it's time to wake the hell up,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
But also since then, you had Stacey King, who played for. There you go. Look at that.
The Land of Nod is a tiny, sleepy hamlet in the East Riding of Yorkshire, English. It is located at the far end of a narrow 2-mile long road, Tollingham Lane, that junctions off the A614 road near the village of Home on Spalding Moor. Wow.
Wow. Right?
And it talks
Oh, let
about
me
the book
talk
of
about that while we're there.
it likely gets its quirky name from the biblical land of Nod, a region mentioned in the book of Genesis where Cain was exiled. Mm.
How you like that?
Come on through here.
How you like that? Because see, we were everything is being reversed. So if you
Okay.
reverse Genesis 4:16, and you see that they tied that into Genesis,
They did.
didn't they?
Yes, they
What's your
did.
show?
Four
Genesis
one.
4:16, and then you
Yep.
reverse that joker.
The
Because they got to go
614.
back to the land of Nod, east of England, or east of
Woo.
Eden,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
You know, remember now, he's talking about these uh, um, green cards,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody got to go back to where they came from. So that if they want to come back to the United States, they have to back in properly,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got to
Yes.
come back the right way.
Mm. Mm.
So you got to
That's
go away from here and then come back correctly. So
mm.
that's what's happening. And what's so cool is um, one king must fall for another to rise. Well, they said at the end of this month, or well, end of last month, which was May, basketball player for the Chicago Bulls, former basketball player Stacey King passed away at the age of 59. Right?
Mm. Okay.
All right, one King Stacy King. He
Stacy.
died at the age of 59. Well, what's 5 plus 9? 14, right?
14.
So that had to fall for another to rise. Well, who's
Mhm.
about to rise out of Chicago, which is Upper Egypt?
Tell us.
Obama.
I knew he was gonna say that.
And I've been telling y'all it's going to be a return of a deity. So on June 19th, which is Juneteenth, right?
Yes.
Which will be exactly 19 days after they said Stacey King passed away, because one
Mm.
must fall for another one to rise. What's 19? 1, 9. 1 is the alpha, 9 is the omega, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So on that day, Obama opens up that library.
Mm.
The Obama Library opens up on Juneteenth, because one must fall for a new king to rise. And at the
Mm.
very top of his library, it's not shaped like that from the exterior, but on the interior, it's shaped just like a pyramid at the very top.
Mm.
He has an indoor basketball court on each end of the basketball court, on the north end and on the south end. It's shaped like an inverted pyramid on each end. He's letting you
Mm.
know we're returning to Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
right? So today marks the end. Watch this now. And I'm going
Okay.
to go back to Juneteenth too. But today
Okay.
marks the end of Admiralty Maritime Law,
Keep cooking, Sheik. I'm gonna get off the screen, but go ahead. Go in.
right? It's the end of Admiralty Maritime Law. We're done with that. We have to go back to the law of the land. What's the law of the land? Land, air, water. And I don't know if you all noticed during the NBA Finals, right before they had when they went into commercial breaks, they kept playing music by Earth, Wind, and Fire, because they're letting you know we're going back to the law of the land. So this is really going to be great for our people. Now, going back to Juneteenth. Juneteenth will represent exactly 407 years since our enslavement. So you go, and I'm talking about to the very day, 407 years. Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Okay.
that would be June 19th of 1619. And 407 years would be June 19th, 2026.
Mm.
And that'll be exactly 407. 400 years plus 7. 7 is completion.
Okay.
Okay? So that's why they call this thing America 250 Freedom, right?
Uh-huh.
Because
Yes.
we're free from all that stuff. And we're free from Admiralty Maritime Law. We go in Revelations 2:1, and it says, God said there'll be a new heaven and new earth and no more sea. No more sea means what? No more,
Hamilton.
no more
Hamilton.
laws of the sea.
Come
All right?
on. Yes.
We're done with that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is going to be like, you know how I say everything in threes?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the Holy Trinity, right? So
Okay.
why are they calling this a UFC fight? Let's go into that.
Let's.
UFC. U is 21, F is 6, C is 3. Add that
Okay.
up, it's 30.
Okay.
Everything in
3.
threes, that's 30, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And they're going to start this thing right at, I want to say 7 p.m. Eastern time,
Mm.
right? And 7 is completion. So this is going to be one of those things that they're going to show the emergency broadcast system, right? That's going to happen this evening, because why? The emergency broadcast system is going to be put in place, because if you're no longer under Admiralty Maritime Law, the emergency broadcast system is there to now put everyone under alert or on alert that
Mm-hmm.
the military, who is going to be the majority of what's going to be present at that USC thing, right? They're going to be the majority of that 4,300 audience that they anticipating there, right? And it's going to have several of the corporations there. Those very corporations would be similar to what you would call Cain in the Bible. Cain did what? He killed Abel.
Yes, he did.
Right? So everything that Cain did to our people has got to shut down.
Somebody
That's why
said
Pete Hegseth, every time Pete Hegseth speaks, who's the Secretary of War, whatever you want to call him, and when he speaks now, he has General Raising Cain. Right?
Okay.
HC, Hegseth and Cain. HC. It's a reversal.
You said HC was reversal like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, check this out. While we tripping on what happened over there with New York and them winning 4-1, which is 41, right? While we tripping on that crap, guess who's in the hockey finals?
Who? America?
Carolina Hurricanes, HC.
Oh,
and the Golden Knights of Las Vegas. Well, we're the gold and we're the Knights.
Okay. Wow.
It's a reversal. Now you're gonna see in the FIFA World Cup, you're gonna see USA in the finals versus Morocco. Guess who's gonna win? Morocco. But it's all set up.
Morocco's gonna win.
It's coming.
Because
everything has to go back to what the land is. That's why New York won the game. Look. God's covenant was to restore us to Area 51. Okay? That's why San Antonio was in the finals. Because they represent Area 51. That's their nickname. Yes, wow. Area 51, right?
Okay.
Castle's number is 5. Wembanyama's number is 1. They nicknamed that Area 51. And they called Victor Wembanyama, who's 7'5" center for them, the alien. Right? Well, that's the only reason why they call him that, Area 51, right? Now, what is Area 51? God's covenant. God's covenant is to restore you to the 50 states plus Washington, D.C., right? That's your Area 51, and that's your empire. That's why New York won, because they represent what? The Empire State.
The Empire State. And Morocco, this land used to be called Morocco, yes?
There it is.
And New York was the Empire State. That's deep.
Empire State.
So everything is reversing back to the way it was.
Correct.
That's wow.
So they're going to have a big celebration. Oh,
okay.
Lord, watch this. They're going to have a big celebration on the 18th, which is the day before your 407th anniversary freedom.
Wow.
47. See, in the White House lawn, you can pull this up, Dr. Key, if you don't mind.
And this is Trump's 47th birthday. I mean, his 47th president.
8647, if you don't mind.
86.
Just pull up in your images, 8647.
Okay.
Because that was on the National Mall's lawn on June the 11th, 3 days before today's date.
What? Let me see. 8647.
Girl, there it is. Now, some of these images you can probably see it, but let's just look at that. Everybody can see that, right? What I want them to see is this.
I can see it faintly on the lawn.
Pardon me?
I can faintly see it on the lawn.
Yeah, it's faint. You can see the 8 more prominently than everything else, but everything else is there. Okay, now 8647. What does that mean? 86. Let's do that first, and then let's do 47. 86 is what? 8 plus 6 is what?
14.
14, right? So now they're talking about white supremacy in that one little 86. Then and that's on the first row of the lawn. It's on the first row. On the second row, right underneath the 8, it'll be the 47.
I see it.
The 47 represents what? Donald Trump is the 47th president. but it also represents the 40 years of our trial period. You remember I said Noah was on the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. Then you
Yeah.
had Jesus being in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. You had Moses misleading his people for 40 years. Then you had 40 years between the death of Martin Luther King and the rise of Barack Obama. 1968 to 2008, right? Now that's the
Yes.
40 is the trial period. But 7 means completion. That's why you got 47, right?
Okay.
Now, in the world of restaurants, anybody who's in the restaurant business that's listening to me, 86 also means what? Remove it from the menu forever. So what the hell they talking about? Remove what from the menu forever? 8 plus 6 is 14.
White supremacy.
Come on, girl.
Dang. Woo. Thank you for 1,045 people being in the chat. Hit the like button, family. Subscribe to the channel, and let's give Sheik Jacob Bey a round of applause. The man is going in, and we're just now getting started, family. If you want to support,
I gotta do one more thing, Dr. Kia. Oh, I love you for that.
$, all rights reserved. If you want to send him a gift, go ahead, Sheik.
So we're gonna do this in another way. If you don't mind, pull those numbers up one more time.
Let's see.
I'm gonna say it like one more again.
One more again. Here you
one
go.
More again. Do it one more again.
Here it is.
Okay, now let's break this up in another way. Put a forward slash between the 8 and a forward slash between the 4 and the 7. You're gonna have 8, then you're gonna have 64, and you're gonna have 7. Now, what did I say 64 meant? You remember when we did a show and we called it "Ain't No Fun When the Rabbit Got the Gun"?
I remember that show.
You remember that? And we had Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl, and he wore the number 64. And I said 64 means the beast.
Yes.
Right? 64 means the beast. Now, 8 is infinity, 64 is the beast, and 7 is completion. Right?
Yes.
Now, who did they say died not too long ago on June 2nd, 26? 62 forward and 62 in reverse. And I'm going to break that down too. They said Peabo Bryson. Right? And Peabo Bryson was known for 2 songs real big with Disney. Because we're going into a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Right?
Okay.
And Beauty and the what?
Beast.
It's the end of the beast.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Peabo was born in 1951 as in Area 51. And God's promise is 2026 as in 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 10. And that's God's promise because 10 also is X and X is also Egypt. We're going back into a whole new world.
Yep, he was born in 1951 and he passed away June 2nd, 2026.
Girl, it's happening.
They are that serious with their gematria.
Oh, yeah.
The Peabo Bryson family. And you see, born April 13th, 1951, passed away June 2nd, 2026.
Now let's look at when he was born, y'all. April 13th. Isn't that 4, 1, and 3? 41 and 3?
All things through everything in 3. 41
Come
King.
on, Dr. Kia. Can't make this up.
Area 51. I'm done.
Area
We can end
51.
They cannot be this on point. Come on now. Come on. Why are they this meticulous?
But what's even deeper? They said, this is real good. Yesterday, and you remember I told you on some of your previous shows, it's going to be a return of a deity. And
You
I said,
did.
keep your eye on the Michael Jackson movie. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're putting it in signs and symbols with that because they said that it reached a new milestone and it's the biggest biopic of all times, and it surpassed the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the story about Queen. Well, what can rise above a queen? A
Only,
king,
yes.
right?
Okay.
So that number that they said, that new milestone was 911,
Mm,
911.
mm.
Actually, it said $911.9 million. So that's 911 forward, 911 in reverse. And they're letting you know that we're about to have this emergency broadcast system that's going
911.
right now today.
Dang. You're so confident.
You know I am.
9/11 is also the day that the Nasara announcement was supposed to come. It was supposed to happen September the 11th, 2001, 2001. But instead they imploded the towers and blamed it on the Muslims, etc., and started surveilling Americans. So that was supposed to happen 9/11. And this is the 25th anniversary of 9/11. Things are adding up.
25, 250, all that.
Two,
Then
two,
they had a big celebration in front of the Abraham Lincoln Memorial last night.
mm,
They
okay.
saw a rainbow. There was a rainbow that was in the background.
Okay.
Then lightning struck right near the George Washington Monument,
Mm,
right? In front of a big crowd. Well, you remember I said that the descendants of Abraham are the heirs to the world.
you did.
That's why they had that last night. So they're doing this now to show you that the descendants of Abraham are about to rise. And we're about to come back into power.
Wow.
And the rainbow represented the covenant. And the reason why Donald Trump had that whole National Mall reflecting pool cleaned out and restored is so when you saw, anytime you see that reflecting pool at night, you're going to see as above, so below.
Mm.
So when you see the Abraham Memorial from wherever you are, as above, so below. When you see the obelisk, you're going to see as above, so below.
Mm. Deep.
The Lincoln Memorial, just so y'all can have a little history fact, when it was first designed, it was designed like a pyramid. The very first design of it was a pyramid.
Okay.
Now, the throne, or whatever, the model of what Lincoln is in, where he sits on that throne, is actually 19 feet tall and 19 feet down below, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? 1-9, Alpha and the Omega, which is also AI. AI is what everybody is talking about right now. AI is technology. See, we're no longer in the age of Pisces. See, you remember now, Matthew 28:20, I believe, says, Jesus said, I'll be with you till the end of an age. Well, he was talking about, I'll be with you till the end of the age of Pisces. Pisces was the fish. They said Jesus was a fisherman of men, right?
Right.
And they said he caught 153 fish. Well, if you reverse that, what you got?
351.
351. As in
Okay.
everything in threes in Area 51.
Wow. Wow. Someone says, Sheik, I am enjoying you. This is better than a good meal. Thank you, Sister Lisa.
Hey, Lisa equals 41 too.
Okay. King. Come on with that
power
king.
in your name. Wear your crown.
Ooh wee. As above, so below, Sister Belinda says. Come on now. Supreme power to the gods. Come on, people. They said, when is Trump's announcement to the nation set for?
Yeah, okay, so what he's going to more than likely do because see now today he turns 80. 80 is infinity. So we're killing off the whole white supremacy thing. That's why they took his name off the John F. Kennedy building, because taking his name off was symbolic. His name is Donald John Trump, right? D
Yes.
and the J. D is 4, J is 10, that's 14. So they removed 14 from the building.
Wow.
Forever.
Forever. Wow.
How you like
Mm,
that?
it's a beautiful thing.
And what is JFK? Well, they said JFK was assassinated at the age of what, 46? And 46 means transition and power.
Wow.
That's why he was on the silver coin, because we're going back to silver.
Mm,
How you
sounds
like
good.
that?
This is a great introduction because we haven't even gotten into the images you want me to show.
Oh, you know what? I think I probably talked about the majority of them already, but you can
Okay.
show them, because even showing them will kind of reinforce or what they call the confirmation of what I already spoke to. So if
Mm-hmm.
that email popped up, you're welcome to go into it.
Okay. You could tell us. Oh, here's one here that looks like, is that Abraham Lincoln? Thank you for, well, 1,100 people, 1,180 people being in the chat. Hit the like button, family, on your way in. Say hello to the Soul Tribe. Support Sheik Jacob Bay by sending a cash up to $ all rights reserved. ALLRIGHTSRESERVED. $ all rights reserved. What's this here?
Okay, that's what they had last night. That's the
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln Memorial.
Okay. So
So I
that's
was
the
just showing
one.
y'all that.
Okay.
You can
And
go
then we
on.
got,
You can go on through them if you want
let's
to.
go through them. Okay. Let me see if we had a kind of a challenging time with these popping up for some reason today. But we're gonna
Yeah,
keep
it's
going.
all good. Because you know what? When it's a challenge, that means there's something good in it, ain't
I can dig
it?
it. Now what do we have here? I see you, Anthony. Brother Tony Hood said, "Dang, I'm late." That's all right. You made it.
That's what I was talking about. Okay,
What's
that's the
this? Oh, the
rainbow,
rainbow. The
and
rainbow.
you see the lightning strike. They right near the George Washington Monument.
Right here, and there's something right
Boom.
here.
Right.
Mm.
That's God's covenant to restore you to Area 51. Now
Mm.
it gets even deeper than that, Dr. Kia, because now you remember a while ago you and I talked about the Hoover Dam.
Yes.
And we also talked about, I think we talked about the Gordie Howe Bridge. The Gordie Howe Bridge is the bridge that connects you from Detroit, Michigan into Windsor, Canada. Okay?
Mm. Okay.
The Gordie Howe Bridge, oh, I'll go into that when you get a chance.
I'll
That
turn.
brother,
Oh, you want me? Should I bring it up? I don't know
no,
if
no,
you
no,
want
no.
to.
We go into the Gordie Howe Bridge if you don't mind.
Okay.
GORDIEHOWE Bridge. And I want you to
H-O-W.
just pull up that image so the people can see what that bridge looks like.
Okay. There's several different images popped up. Well, okay, let's see. Gordie Howe Bridge. Here, I don't know which one. They got a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of
it. That's it. You can be,
this
the
one here.
bigger the image, the better. Yeah, go down to the one on the left.
Oh, the one on the left. Okay.
Yeah,
Oops.
that's good. That's good right there.
That's good.
Show the people
Okay.
that one.
Whoopsie. Let me see if I can
So what I want people to see is
visit.
look at the design of the bridge.
Okay.
It's two pyramids.
Yes. Let me see if they can see this. Okay, it's not that one.
They
Look
may
at it.
have better pictures where you can show them from the side angle. But it's two
Okay.
pyramids, and I don't know if y'all heard me in some of the previous interviews. I said every time you see an H, it means a reversal. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
H as in Gordie Howe. Who was Gordie
Mm.
Howe? He was a professional hockey player. Hockey, right? H. How? H. And it's
Okay.
connecting you from the United States to Canada because they
Hmm.
said 5 years ago, Canada actually already became the 51st state. So what we're about to do is we're enjoining our commerce with that of Canada and that of Mexico. And it's
Hmm.
all going to be one, right? Because we're
Okay.
about to unify. Everything has to be just combined. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that
Mm-hmm.
means that your economics and everything else will be combined.
Mm.
Because we're all going to be under the same quantum financial system. We're not
Absolutely.
going to be, oh Lord, we're not going to have the same government that we once had. That's all going to be demolished.
Okay.
All that stuff, the stuff that's dealing with mortgages, anything that has to deal with debt. Let's say debt. Because see, Jesus said, "I'll be with you till the end of an age," right? And He's telling you, "I'll be with you till the end of the age of Pisces, where you're swimming with the fish. You're
Mm.
drowning. You're drowning in debt. You get it?
Mm.
So if you're drowning in debt, you have to go from drowning in debt to flying in credit,
Come on.
right? So
Yes.
now anything that has to deal with debt or dead or whatever, right? Gotta go. So what is a mortgage? A mortgage means a dead pledge,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's gotta go. Um, Anything that has to deal with that all caps name, that's that Admiralty Maritime stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's you dead on paper. That's not you. Okay? So that stuff has to go too. So and they can no longer take from your exemption account because you're entitled to it now.
Mm.
All that has to be restored to you. That's when he starts talking about it's going to be a great wealth transfer because he's transferring the wealth from the dead to the living.
Mm.
Why do you think they were in Iran? Tel Aviv. Reverse it. Tel
Mm.
Aviv. Live.
Let live. Mm.
Viva. Tel in reverse, TEL is LET. Let live.
Wow. My season wants to know, does this tie into uh Disclosure Day movie? We've been waiting for the EBS since 2020. Does that or any of this you've been speaking of have anything to do with the Disclosure Day movie that just came out?
They did that on purpose because today's date is what, the 13th. Yesterday would have been the 12th. No, today is the 14th. Yesterday
Yes.
was the 13th. The movie came out on the 12th, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they had to do the disclosure
Mm.
because everything has to be brought to the public first. You got to give them the warning
Okay.
before it's done. So that was the
Mm.
warning.
Mm. Beautiful. Origin Eternal Island says cook. That's right. He is cooking. I agree with you. Okay. More images?
If you have any more, that
Let's see.
that's cool.
Let me see if we have any more. I don't want to keep too
But
much of
but
your
the
time.
gentleman,
Yeah.
Crenshaw, yeah, y'all need to check him out sometimes. I just was turned on to him maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and he talks numerology, but he talks more gematria. Mine
Okay.
is so basic. It's more like you know, um, the alphabet, from A all the way down to Z, and I just break that down without going into all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But he
Mm-hmm.
goes into the gematria. But if you look at what he's pointing to, he's showing you when the movie Purple Rain came out
Hmm.
in 1984, and he's showing you today's date. Look at all those 41s.
Hmm.
The first one says 41 years and 322 days.
Yes.
Well, what is that? 41 means
Skull and
king, and
bones.
322 means skull and bones.
Yes.
So we're no longer in the dead period. We're going to the living. Then the next one shows you 41 years, 10 months. 10 is God's promise. Then the next one says 41 and 46 weeks. 46 is the transition in power. Purple rain. Purple rain, not R-A-I-N, it's R-E-I-G-N.
Wow. Come on through here.
We good.
Yes, we are.
See, when you have a new kingdom, and the new kingdom is going to be about frequencies. We talked about that before. Frequencies, right? Well, those frequencies is what's the best frequency that you can ever get? That's from music. The frequency of music, right? So when I say you're going to have a return of deities, I already told you you're going to have a return of a king, and you're going to have a return of a prince. Well, the king is what? Michael Jackson. And the prince is Prince. But you got to have a queen, too. Well, damn. Who could that be?
Who could that be?
I already said everything. When you see an H, it means a reversal. Could that be Whitney Houston?
I'm with you on that. Yes,
could
sir.
Could that be Whitney Houston?
Yes, it could.
Right? Who they said died, 14 years ago? Well, what's the reversal of that?
41.
Come on, girl.
And I will always love you.
And you know what's funny about that? While you saying that?
What?
Whose song was that by? Dolly Parton, right?
Show enough.
Show enough, right? Now, you remember I said that Tennessee is Egypt. Well, Dolly Parton is from Tennessee, right?
Right.
Right off of Highway 411. 411 means the mountaintop. That's why King said, I've been to the mountaintop and I've seen the promised land. 411 is the mountaintop. That's the hills of Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Wow.
Well, Dollywood, where her theme park is based out of Pigeon Forge, which is right next to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Right? Now, why am I bringing her up? Because she just opened up a new part of her amusement park called Dream More.
More.
Sure enough. And if you break down the word dream, D-R-E-A-M equals 41. D is 4, R is 18, that's 22. E is 5, that's 27. 22 and 5 is 27. A is 1, right? That's 28. M is 13. 28 and 13 is 41. And she said, dream more.
That's deep.
Now, I want to go back to something. Because we were talking about, I love the name of the show, Genesis 4:16. And we talked about the reversal of that is where the land of Nod is located, right? 614. Oh, I love that, Dr. Kidd. Dream More Resort. I ain't making that up.
A family-focused retreat in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
How many rooms, Dr. Kidd?
300 rooms.
Everything in threes, Dr. Kidd.
You can't make this up, as somebody said in the comments. You can't make this up. Somebody said, speaking of nod, they said President Trump was nodding. I don't know if it was at a game or what.
That's what it is, and you are right on point.
Wow.
So I was going to go back to Land of Nod, right?
Okay. Yes.
And it says Spalding Moore. Well, you remember Donald Trump destroyed the east wing of the White House to build the grand ballroom?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now while people are tripping on that, ballroom. Break it down in two parts. This first of all deal with the ball.
Okay.
The two most famous balls out there, most famous brands of balls is that sounds crazy. I'm sorry, but I'm so
My
sorry.
mind just went somewhere.
Hey, my brand is a good brand too. So anyway, Wilson and Spalding. Okay,
Okay.
Wilson,
Keep cooking. I say
Spalding.
bye to my daughter.
Okay, now you remember the movie Castaway? Castaway, Tom Hanks kept on talking to a ball named Wilson. That's the third one, y'all. That's it. Wilson and Spalding. Yeah, okay, that's it. Wilson and Spalding. So he kept on talking to a ball named Wilson. Well, what company was Tom Hanks working for in that movie Castaway? It was FedEx. What is FedEx? The ex-federal government. Federal government. And where's FedEx located out of? The headquarters is Memphis, Tennessee, which is Egypt. Right? So it's the end of the federal government, and everything has to be returned back to Egypt. So going back to the ballroom, well, the top balls would be Wilson from the movie Castaway, FedEx, then you got Spalding. What did we say the land of Nod was located? Spalding Moore, right? So now let's go back to the word ballroom to the second half. Reverse the word room, and what you got? More. Yes, ma'am.
I'm saying you're like, yes.
Yep. So that's what's going on. I just really want to tie in to what you did, which was we went into Genesis 4:16. We went into today's date. We broke down the meaning of Genesis 4:16. We broke down where it was based off of, and I love how you pulled that up, where you showed your audience where the land of Nod was located and what the land of Nod actually really means, right? Because we all been put to sleep for 407 years.
Ooh.
Right?
Yes.
And this is the transition in power, and we're about to be restored, and it's going to be complete on Juneteenth. That's the exactly 407 years from when we were first put in captivity on Juneteenth, 1619.
I remember when they made Juneteenth a national holiday, and I thought then, okay, then this isn't just about the freedom of Black or so-called Black African American slaves. This is about the freedom of everybody. I think that, that's the way I took it.
When they made it a national holiday, they made it a national holiday in the year 2021. Well, add up 20 plus 21.
41. 41.
Yes, ma'am.
King.
You're the king and the queen.
So you had another image here, and I wonder, does this relate to anything that you're speaking about what you're speaking?
That's where home of Spalding Moore is located.
Okay.
We already went into that, but I'm glad you pulled it up.
Okay. This is...
Ain't that deep?
It really is. I don't know if you saw, people have been sending me this video explanation of some fight that went on. I don't know if it went on on the lawn of the White House or something like that. And they were breaking it down, telling me that it represents our liberation and our freedom. I thought that was amazing, but go ahead.
They call it Freedom 250, right? Because they're talking about the 250 years since the Declaration of Independence. But this is also 248 years, 9 months, and 11 days. 911, just so you know, since the original Flag Day.
Okay.
But today is Flag Day.
I did not. I did
So
not.
it's 248 and 911. And you know what 911 means with commerce, because guess what they did on 911? They brought down the United States commerce. You know, that was called the World Trade Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's commerce, right? So they brought it down. Who brought it down? They said Muslims that were in American planes, American
Mm-hmm.
Airlines, right? Because we're the Americans that brought down the United States commerce.
Mm.
And you know that was all staged too, because you know that whole building was detonated every 10 floors. There was a detonation that went off every 10 floors.
Mm-hmm.
That building was not supposed to be able to come down. It was supposed to be strong enough to take the impact of an airplane.
Mm.
That's why it was built the certain way it was, right?
Okay.
But apparently something else had happened where they had detonated that thing to bring it down. Because even if a plane had really hit it, accidentally or whatever, only the top part would have been damaged like that. That
Mm.
thing wouldn't have come down like it did. And then for the second tower to come down the same way, the exact same way. Come on,
Mm.
they detonated those things.
Detonated. Sister Karen said, Sheik Jacob Bay, I could listen to you all day. She said, do not stop.
Oh, thank you,
Sit and listen to your truth all day. It's like I can't get enough.
thank
I
you.
heard that. So we talked about a lot that's been happening. Can you speak about, and I don't know how much time you have. Um, I won't take up all your time, but why is Donald Trump going so fiercely after illegal immigrants? What's his preoccupation with foreign nationals being here on our lands? I mean, he just got $70 billion to fund ICE and border protection and immigration um, help getting rid of illegal aliens.
Remember, the majority of what Donald Trump is doing is fulfilling prophecy. He's not caring nothing about no U.S. government, nothing. He's fulfilling
Mm,
prophecy, right? So
okay.
by fulfilling prophecy, he has to restore. See, the only president that could restore your land was one who was in real estate to give you back your real estate,
Woo. Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Trump was in real estate to give you back your real estate. And you remember he named all those places back in the day, 41 years ago. In fact, Trump Taj Mahal, right?
Hmm.
Then you know
Hmm.
that this is a Muslim entity.
Mm.
Mar-a-Lago, made out of Moorish architecture. Come on.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? He letting you know without having to tell you. And he said that those Indians didn't look like the ones I know. Now, he said
Hmm.
that in a speech back in the day. They
Hmm.
don't look like that to me, because he knew what the real indigenous people look like. He shown us said that. So what he's doing is to make America great again. You have to make the American people great again, and those American people, by the definition and the April 14th, 1828 definition of American, are the copper colored people. You can't get
Mm.
around that.
Mm. So he's restoring the land back to us. In order to do that, he has to send other people home.
Got to get rid of the immigrants, because anybody who came over a body of water,
Hmm.
when I say a body of water, I'm talking about the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, are immigrants. And then if you're from Mexico, if you're from Canada, you just migrated from one part of the land to the other. It's no
Okay.
different from you being in Florida and you going up to Georgia. You just
Okay.
migrated from one part of the land to the next part of the land. You
Mm.
still entitled to be on the land because it's still your land, right?
Okay.
Now, all immigrants who have been given government subsidies, who've been given all kind of tax benefits and everything else, all that stuff has to go. And all that stuff has to actually be returned too. And if you do not leave voluntarily, you will not be able to come back. He said, leave voluntarily. We're going to do away with your green card.
Yeah.
We're going to give you an opportunity to get this gold card. The gold card will allow you to come back into the land properly. But if you don't do these things, we're not letting you come back. And Trump got the green light to bulldoze the Statue of Liberty.
Wow.
Because we're no longer dealing with privileges and liberties. We're dealing with rights.
Yes, sir.
You got to go back to rights. Now, the rights are the 10 Commandments. That's why they're bringing back the 10 Commandments into the schools now. Because that's God's law, that's natural law, and that's what we got to do. That's where we are. We're not going back into all this stuff that there's always some kind of little sidebar with whatever, like statutes, codes, rules, regulations, acts, and all this other stuff that ain't even positive law. It's just BS. You know? So the immigrants, that's why, look, he talked about what? The 14th Amendment. When did they talk about the 14th Amendment? They brought it up on April 1st. What is April 1st? 41. They letting you know that the kings are the true heirs to this land, and that if you are not indigenous to this land, this birthright citizenship does not protect you.
Ooh. Okay.
It does not protect you, and you better just get ready to haul butt and go back. And if you do not go back voluntarily, I'm going to tell you straight up what they're about to do. They're going to separate the families, just like how they separated us. They're going to separate the families and just ship them off to whatever camps that they have to go to, because you chose to be a rebel. You chose to go against the grain. You chose to fight back, right? When he's saying, look, leave peacefully. Just leave peacefully. We don't want no problems. Just leave peacefully. And we'll give you an opportunity to come back. Right?
Yeah.
But to have your Jasera, not Nasera, because Nasera means national. Jasera is global, right?
Yes, sir.
So to have your Jasera, you got to go back to wherever you came from to have it. A lot of people think they're going to be able to be good when they go to these banks for this revaluation. It may be good for you to go back to where you came from to do it. Right?
Yeah.
And then you'll have, like, look, a $5 million gold card ain't going to cost you nothing if you got great wealth like that, right? Because some of these people are going to be billionaires on paper, right? They're going to be billionaires. $1 billion ain't nothing. You know, $5 million ain't nothing when you're a billionaire to be able to come back into the land properly. But even if you do come back into the land, he said, you got to pay taxes to the American people, which is a tribute, right? You got to pay a tribute to the American people. Then you also have to make sure that those people, the American people, always have jobs, you know, and not treat them like you've been treating them. And you also have to make sure that you're going to be productive being here, and you're not just going to be having your so-called privileges that you used to have.
And speaking of, you know, what he's doing, he's also saying he issued out an executive order requiring banks to scrutinize the citizenship status of customers.
You
So
see that?
they got to give their citizenship status, their immigration status, all that when they go to the bank.
So that falls right in line. That falls right in line to what we're saying.
You can't get any benefits or monetary benefits from the sovereign wealth fund. Sovereign is for the Americans. Our sovereign wealth is, the trust is for Americans. That's our rights. That is not your privilege. You got to go back home. If you want your, what you say, just Sarah, Global Economic Security and Reformation Act from your sovereign wealth fund in your homeland. The banks are going to ask you, where you from? What is your status?
Correct.
What's your nationality? This goes
Correct.
along with what you're saying. Yep.
And they're not going to be cutting anybody any slack on this.
Oh no.
You know,
Mm-mm.
I hear so many different people talking about. They talk about the rapture. They talk about this other stuff. They talk
Mm.
about all kind of stuff. Oh my God! But what the bottom line is that anything and everything that once enslaved our people has to be changed, right?
Mm.
We can no longer be under anything that was killing us like Cain killed Abel.
Mm.
You know, we can't go into that anymore because to be able, you have to be able to be free. You know
Mm.
where I'm going? That's
Yes.
why
Yes.
this Freedom 250 thing is so important.
Mm.
We're going to be free. We'll be able to do what we want to do.
Come
I beat
on.
I beat myself.
Mm. Genesis 4:16 describes the exile of Cain, the world's first unaliver, following his banishment by God. Then Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Mm. I just want to give a shout out to my grandson, Amin Ra. Hi, Amin Ra. He's in the chat. He said, I'm your grandson. I'm your grandson, Dr. Kia. I see you, Amin Ra. Let's go, Ra Ra's in the chat, absorbing the information. Hey,
I want
grandson.
to thank Mary Lanier and Everything Special Jones for sending me a
Mm-hmm.
cash app. Thank you, sisters. I appreciate you.
Thank you all for blessing our Sheik. His Cash App account, if you want to send him a donation or a love offering, is $ all rights reserved. $ALLRIGHTS RESERVED. He's greatly appreciative. Thank you, family.
And also a shout out to Sharon Pete Patterson. Thank you, Sharon. Okay.
So did we cover all of the images you sent? Let's see. No, I don't know if you probably said something about this one, but I'm going to bring up the image. Who in tarnations is this?
Oh, there's a couple images I did want you to see.
You see that?
It'll come up in a second. No, I don't see
Okay.
anything yet.
Okay, so on my end, it's a.
Okay, there you go. Can you scroll that picture up a little bit?
Make it a bigger. Oh, let me see.
Well, where you can see the lady's necklace.
Oh.
Will it come up?
This is it looked like an H.
That's right. I want people to see that. She was
Okay.
she was interviewing Jalen Brunson, who was the MVP of last night's game. But what I want people to notice is she has an H on her necklace. Well, her name don't have nothing to do with no dang H. Her name is Lisa Salters. Okay,
What?
Lisa LISA, as I said earlier, equals 41. H means a reversal, right?
What?
And she's wearing royal blue.
Get out of here. Wow. Yep, that's an H. Can't make this up.
Can't make it up.
How do you catch all of this?
I don't know. I don't even know. I want to say one thing, but sometimes it's just there.
Very interesting. Wow. Somebody says this is why we have a businessman in the office. We need to use discernment. Right. He's not a politician. He's definitely a businessman.
Right.
Speaking of Trump. Very interesting. I agree. Very interesting. Okay, let me see what else you got up here. I saw another one. Hold on. Well, we are so glad you're here breaking this down for us. Okay, we went through that one already. See this one? Oh, world peace is on somebody's
Oh,
shirt.
that's a good one. Bring that one up.
Okay. Here it is. It might take and 51.
It's not up on my end yet, but
Oh,
there you
okay.
go. Okay.
Okay. Let me
So
remove.
that's former NBA player Meta World Peace, whose real name was Ron Artest, but he was
Okay.
taking off his jersey number 51 as in Area 51 to give to the MVP of last night's All-Star game, Jalen Brunson. Jalen,
Mhm.
you can see the light-skinned dude right behind his arms with the braids. That's Jalen behind him.
Oh, okay.
But right next to him, right next to Jalen, is the young lady wearing purple, because purple also means what? Royalty.
Royalty. Yes. Hmm.
This was all specially coordinated so the cameras could catch this stuff. World peace.
Yeah.
You heard me?
And world
Because
peace is a part of the secret agreement called Project Sandman. Project Sandman
yeah,
was the agreement when triggered for all nations to stop trading with the United States dollar, use their own local currencies backed by gold. And the latter part of that agreement was to have world peace between all nations. Project Sandman. Hmm. Can't make it up. This is a whole new era, and we're alive to see it. Hmm.
so what's so beautiful about it, and it said world peace, is you remember, the we're about peace, love, truth, love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice. So we're going into all that, and that's going to be a beautiful thing for our people going forward.
Can you say it again? I kicked myself off the screen.
Love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice. So it's no more war, no more lies, no more. Let's go into this Carmela Anthony thing.
Okay, Trump just said United States and Iran just reached a peace deal. Speaking of world peace, now where's Carmela Anthony? What does it say,
You
Mr.
remember the young brother
Sandman?
who was accused of stabbing the man and got 35 years in prison?
Yes.
Okay, that's about snake eyes. Snake
Mm,
eyes means that the United States is now crapped out. So what they're showing you with this case, with the Carmela Anthony case, is that they're showing you now how corrupt the judicial system has been, right? So
mm-hmm.
they're showing you now that the judge that was over that case had a very similar case with a young Caucasian man who was the same age as Carmelo, and gave him, I think it was like 13, 14 years, probably 14, that whole 14 thing. 14
Mm,
years versus him having 35 years, right? So they showing you the imbalance of justice, right?
mm-hmm.
Showing you that. Then the next thing they showed you was how that judge was good friends with the DA. Well, what is the DA? D is 4, A is 1. That's 41. Now,
41.
right now, I'm good with this DA.
Okay.
Well, if you good with the DA, which is the prosecuting attorney, you're supposed to recuse yourself, right?
Mm,
You're not supposed to even be hearing a case like that. If you got these kind of ties with counsel, you need to kind of separate yourself from that, because
yes.
everybody is supposed to be entitled to a fair trial. They did not give that young man a fair trial, right?
Okay.
So Snake Eyes, as in Carmela Anthony, and he spells his name with a K. That's K-A. K is 11, A is 1. That's 111. That's Snake Eyes, right?
Mm,
Yeah. This is about to get deep. And it'll be 111 days. Oh my God. On 4 days from today.
okay.
Well, what's 4 days from today? That's the
18.
day. That's the day that the New York Knicks are having their parade, their
Mm,
championship parade, letting you
mm.
know that the empire is being restored. And Snake Eyes, you have now crapped out everybody else. Get
Wow.
where I'm going?
Okay.
That the United States government has now crapped out. That's Snake Eyes.
Wow. Come on through, Master Decoder. Thank you, Sister Janine. She said, Doc, Chief Max in the house. Thank you. Welcome, Chief. It's good to see you in the house. Chiming in the comment section. We love you. Oh, somebody was wearing blue in that last image. Okay. Come on. Yeah, we got to get everybody out of here that's not supposed to be here, no matter where you're from. If you're not, but you're saying some of the people are migrants and not immigrants. They can remain even if they're here.
Migrants,
What if they're here illegal?
migrants,
Uh-huh.
Canada, Mexico, migrants.
Okay.
Everybody else, immigrants.
Oh. What about Cuba? Is that immigrant?
They have to come over a body of water.
Got you. Okay. Well, everybody got to go home. But I hear some people say, well, they're still part of, I've heard people say they're still part of Turtle Island, or we're still North America. If we're from Brazil or we're from these islands, we're the Caribbean, we're North America, we should be able to stay here. You're saying no?
Well, that's what they say they should be able to stay. Y'all gonna find out.
FAFO.
Yeah. I'm just like, shit, it's good knowing you. I hope you come back. Because, see, what we're realizing is that, for 400 years, we've been lied to. We've been told all these false narratives about coming here on slave ships. We've been told all this other stuff to just really brainwash us into believing something so we would never claim this land as our own. See, if you're always thinking that you're from somewhere else, you're never going to claim here. But shoot, if they say 1 out of every 4 black men are in the prison system, right? Well, think about that number. 1 out of every 4, 14, right? Then think about this.
Okay.
If we were such a nuisance and we didn't belong to this land, why didn't they just deport our ass? Because we're bound to America, and they know it. They know that this is our land. Let's keep feeding them a lie so they can, not be trying to claim nothing just to buy us some time, right? But hell, think about all these DNA tests that they've been putting out there all this time. And all these people trying to get DNA tests, they're going to show you that you from everywhere else in the world, but little percentage of you is from here.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
If you had a real DNA test from a real lab that was able to trace, and I don't even think they can really get down like that, but if they were really able to trace down your true lineage, they're going to find that 85 to 90% of your blood is from here.
Come on, Sheik. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Let me give a shout out to a brother named Cool TLC, because he and I were talking about that whole thing about the land of Nod, and he was breaking down the whole ballroom thing with me. We had a nice little conversation. So I don't want to take all credit for that one, because he shot that in my spirit, and I said, oh, that's deep, brother. So I just want to say shout out to Cool TLC. He used to be a comedian on Comic View. And
really?
Yeah, but he's had a few little setbacks with his health, and he hadn't been able to do anything in a minute. But we talk a lot, and he's a very solid brother. So I just want to make sure that I acknowledge him in this conversation.
That was so nice. Yeah. Cool TLC from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I want to say thank you for this phone goes out, or did it already go out? Nope, it's about to go out. To Perlia for sending me a donation. Perlia, And then Brother Terrence Anderson says, love with a heart. Thank you so much, Terrence. Oh, I also see McCray. McCray sent me a Cash App gift. Thank you so much. That's Chief Mac. This is Arlie. That's our land, buddy. Hero. Absolutely. Thank you all for all the gifts to me and to the Sheik. Thank you for sending me a gift to Mama Kia team. And if you want to send a gift to the Sheik, let me see if I can put. Oh, it's not showing. They're trying to give me a hard time showing these. It is $ all rights reserved for Sheik Jacob Bay. There is another one, Sheik, and I have his Cash App at the bottom of the screen on the ticker family. If you're on Instagram, it might be showing at the top of the screen. What's this right here? President Trump speaking. It said, this is from the White House. It says, now Trump speaks on U.S.-Iran tensions. Look at how he's looking. He's so funny.
Okay, so
I don't know if you can see that.
What I want y'all to notice about this is how the camera shifted to these women that are on the left. And what colors are they wearing, Dr. Kia? Red and green.
Blue and red. Red and green.
That's actually green. The woman on the left is wearing green, and the other one is wearing red.
I'm saying red and green.
Red and green, as in Morocco.
Absolutely.
And look exactly what time above their head that they shifted the camera to them.
4:01.
Ain't that 41?
41.
They're letting you know that our people are indigenous to this land, and this land is Morocco.
Red and green's Moroccan's colors.
Pardon me?
Oh, no, I said you're right. Red and green are Morocco's colors.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You can really see the difference if you look right underneath the one in the green jacket and see the Fox News where it's blue.
Yes.
So you can see how different the contrast is. She's actually wearing green versus that blue color.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, green. There it is.
Green and red. They are so meticulous. Like, how do they plan all this to the T?
And the brother in the background is wearing a royal blue necktie, and there's a indigenous person behind Trump wearing royal purple.
Oh, wow. Trump's face is funny. He cracks me up. I tell you.
He knows what's going on, and he knows that this thing that we've been under, this construct that we've been under, which is really called the Matrix, and the Matrix ain't nothing but a box, because we all been living in a box, and that box has been that government that has been controlling you and haven't allowed you to think outside of that box or live outside of that box, right? Well, that box is being destroyed.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Right? And Trump is bringing down all that. And when he did that whole thing with the reflecting pool, that was symbolic of him draining the swamp, because you know Washington, D.C. used to be swampland.
Ah, okay. Yes. 14. What does 14 stands for? White supremacy, JC. Anything else you want to add to what 14 stands for? Sheik?
Well, 14 represents the 14th Amendment, and that's going back to that birthright citizen stuff, right? 14 represents a lot of stuff, but mainly the white supremacy thing. And they know what it is. I mean, if you go to the home of the KKK, which happened to be flooded last night, just so you know. They had a flash flood in Pulaski, Tennessee last night.
What?
All right.
Okay.
And Pulaski, Tennessee is right off of exit 14. Exit 14. And the next place, right before you get to exit 14, is a place called Mooresville.
Mm.
And Pulaski, Tennessee is right before you get to the state line of Alabama. Because who did they have to be supreme to? Well, the three-letter abbreviation for Alabama is ALA, as in Allah. They had to be supreme to Allah. That's why
Mm.
they're the home of the KKK is right above the state line of Alabama, and it takes you right down Highway 64. 64 represents the beast. You remember I said that? Bad
Yes.
Bunny, 64, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm helping brother out so he knows what that 14 means.
Okay.
And like I
Thank you.
said, when they created this whole country with the highway system, they started with Highway 95 that ran all the way from Florida all the way up to 14 states, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And 9 plus 5 is what? 14.
14.
So they letting you know when you come into the Americas from the East, guess what? You coming into a white supremacy ideology.
Now, what exactly were they trying to accomplish with white supremacy? Maybe you can help me by telling me what it means.
Well, they're trying to let you know that we're the ones in control right now. And as long as we're in control, you got to play by our rules.
Mm.
And our rules can change at any given day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm-hmm.
they know something is wrong, but do they stick to their own rules? Hell no.
No. Constantly changing their rules.
Constantly changing the rules. Even if you say, look, this is what the law says. This is even what the rule says. Because we know the rule ain't law, but even if you show them the rule, they're going to be like, well, rules are made to be what? Broken.
Changed.
Right.
And broken.
Right.
For them. Somebody
Okay.
wants to, for them. Eye movement, what I'm saying, eye movement, verb. So, well, what about Haiti? Haiti, I guess it's Haiti
Haiti?
part of the Americas? Do they have to go back home? I know your answer, but I'll let you tell.
Haiti is part of the Americas. I mean, we don't really acknowledge it that way, but it is.
But don't they have to cross the body of water?
They do, but you know, there's some islands that are still considered to be territories of the United States.
Oh, territories of the United States.
You
Well,
know, just like the
Cuba, that's
Virgin Islands and stuff like that. Those are Guam and all that. They're still territories of the United States.
but can they stay here? Oh, they allow they probably they can only stay here for a certain amount of time. I don't know what their visas look like.
I don't know how that's going to play out. Being honest with you, because anytime
Okay.
you start dealing with people who are from islands, there may
Mm-hmm.
be a different set of whatever they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, someone just put in "Living in America." You know that song came out 41 years ago. James
No.
Brown.
Living in no. Oh, Empress, the young lady you said is beautiful. Ass. You said she was cute. She said, is Sheik Jacob Base Cash App more and
Yeah, that's
more? Is
that's
that what it
that's
says?
my business cash app. And yes,
Okay.
Empress, thank you for even considering.
So it's
So
either
that's fine. If she sends it to that too, that's fine.
what is that one? Let me say $ MOOR.
No, $ more rights reserved.
Oh, more rights reserved. So it's either all rights reserved or more rights reserved.
Yeah.
I hear you, Brother Anthony said, come on now. Come on now with this word. 14 stands for racism, Archangel says. Okay. Now what's this image right here? Uh where is that? Right here. It is a rainbow, some part of the rainbow in the background.
That's
The
the
colors of
EBS.
the EBS. Oh, colors of the EBS.
That's the stage for tonight's UFC thing at the White House.
Ooh,
And that's the emergency
what?
broadcast system.
Ooh.
So they're letting you know tonight, I'm saying it again. Tonight, it's going to be something. I don't know what, but it's going to be something. Because we're not going back to what it was. Everything is about to shift, y'all. Be ready for the shift. Now, I don't know if they're going to just shut things down, but things are going to shift. And the shift is going to be for the better. It's going to be for the better. Y'all just be ready for that, though. And don't be surprised when it happens. That's the main thing. I don't want people to be freaking out when it actually goes down. Because it's going to be a good thing. Look, you remember I said you're going to see the things in the gas prices?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yes.
And some of the gas prices have gone up to what, $5.10 a gallon? Then you know it's Area 51. Some saying $4.14 a gallon. Then you know that the king has returned.
Ooh, the king is coming. The king is coming.
The king is coming, and your promise is being fulfilled. And guess what? All those prices are about to drop after Juneteenth. Really after July 4th, but after Juneteenth, after the 407-year anniversary of your enslavement, it's about to drop.
Come on, Sheik.
I was telling somebody, about someone said something about 9 to 5. He talking about 14 again. And I was talking about, the cops be talking about 10-4, good buddy, right? Well, 10-4 is 14, right? And
yes,
then,
it
and
is.
then when they say, what you doing over there, boy? Right? Well, every time they called us a boy, that was a white supremacy code. You remember I said everything in threes. So 14 times 3 is 43. 42. So if you break down the word boy, B-O-Y, B is 2, O is 15, 2 and 15 is 17, and Y is 25. 25 and 17 is 42. So it was a white supremacy code, right? And then think about it. Why they call them cops? Because they were coming after the copper-colored people.
Wow. Jelani says, so-called white supremacy is a military tactic, a campaign. Thank you. Wow.
I know.
Let me. Yeah.
Ain't this wonderful though?
It really is. Especially now we understand or have an overstanding with you breaking down the codes for us.
It's going to be a lovely day, and when we start talking, you and I start talking about Mayday and SOS and all that stuff, we really meant that. We really don't know the exact hour that God is going, or the Most High is going to do what He's going to do, but we do know that change is right around the corner, right? And we've been seeing this thing change ever since you and I last talked, and it's been changing, right?
Yes.
For the better.
Absolutely. Let me see if we have any more.
And there was a reason why Prince Harry was at the NBA game last night. Prince Harry was there. Prince Harry, the H. Then you know that it's going to be a reversal in royalty. The Empire is about. Look, everything in threes. What was the third Star Wars movie? The Empire Strikes Back.
Strikes Back, yes.
Well, who was the lead actor in that? Billy D. Williams.
Billy D.
Right? Then you know.
We talked about a few minutes ago the gas prices. Did you know they seem to be coming down, Sheik?
They're coming down.
Is that a good sign?
Down, but they're coming down. But it's going to take a real big dip in a good way. It's going to come back down to the prices that we once knew. It may not be so immediate, but before the end of the year, don't be surprised if you see gas prices under $1. Don't be
Wow.
surprised if you see gas prices at 51 cents a gallon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be
Mm-hmm.
surprised once you see the gas prices go down to 51 cents a gallon. Guess what you're gonna see?
What's that?
Oh, she said 6.19 was the gas price in California. Well,
Mm-hmm.
six
In
ain't
Cali.
6.19 Juneteenth.
Come on. Mm-hmm.
Alana,
Yes, sir.
they telling you Juneteenth is all going to change. They putting it in the code, in the gas prices. They putting it in the Powerball and the Mega Millions.
Mm.
Why?
Mm.
Because they only can speak in signs and symbols. The United States is a dead entity. The dead cannot talk. They can only do things in signs and symbols. Just like if you go to a seance, you can only get the signs and symbols of the dead. You do not hear anything of the dead. When you go to court, you got to speak through your attorney because you're considered to be dead, and he's the medium, and he's the only one who can speak to the spiritual world and the real world. That's why he's the one talking between the dead client and the judge
Mm.
who's supposed to be living. Some BS.
Mm. Mm. Sheik,
All
I've been
rise.
hearing all rise. They sure do say all rise. Speaking of things that's happening now, I've been hearing people report on some unalivings of people classified as black. You know, a Chinese man allegedly shot a brother, a young Chinese black boy, indigenous boy. And people been calling me, asking me, have you heard about this? Have you heard about that? I've heard of none of it.
Say
Only
that one
because
more
people
time.
call me.
About what now?
There in the news been some racial type of unalivings happening. Do you think that this could be what's your thoughts? Do you think this be a distraction
It's
or
all a distraction.
oh, okay,
It's all
okay.
the distraction. Let me tell you this: the majority of what we're seeing is distractions. So you can always um, look to the left when something on the right is actually going on, right?
Mm, mm,
And um, some deaths are for real, but most of what you see in the media is staged, or
okay.
they create the news, right?
Mm,
And the reason why they create the news is because they have to keep our focus somewhere
mm.
else. Because as long as they have us talking about whatever propaganda that they are spitting out there, you're not thinking about the laws that are actually being changed. You're not thinking about the land is actually being restored. You're not thinking about somebody has lost power. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of them have been resigning. A lot
Mm,
of them have been fired. Many of them have committed suicide. Many of them have
mm.
left the country, right? Just like who was that with the big corporation? He just moved his family overseas to Australia. I forgot
Whoa.
who that was. This happened maybe about a week or so ago, but it was
Mm.
one of the big. I don't know if it's Amazon, but it was somebody big like that. Moved his
Where'd he move his
whole
family
family
to?
to, huh?
Where he moved them to?
Australia.
See if I can find it.
You could probably pull up CEO moves his family to Australia or something like that. You'll come
Okay.
up.
Who is this? Who's Hemsworth? The Thor actor. He moved his family from Los Angeles back to Australia. And you said, and there was a CEO. CEO. Maybe somebody in the comment section could tell us. Moves his family to Australia. Multiple CEOs and prominent executives have relocated their families to Australia, driven by factors like lifestyle preference, corporate restructuring, and specific health or housing considerations. Uh, Lachlan Murdoch, the Fox CEO, moved his family to Sydney. Jacinta Ardern, the former New Zealand Prime Minister, moved her family to Sydney. Corporate tech several Australian-born CEOs, such as Mike Cannon Brooks, have brought massive Sydney estates to raise their family. Why is everybody running to Australia?
You remember I told you that they have to get out of the Americas?
Yes.
They're the immigrants.
But what's
Now I can't really tell you why Australia. I just know that they got to get the hell up out of here.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even trying to be funny, y'all. I'm really just being straight up. It's about getting up out of here, and let's do this thing the right way, right?
Okay.
And by doing it the right way, you know, that means I need to move my family out of the United States because I know what's about to transpire. And if I want my family to be able to come back into the United States proper, let's go ahead and come out now because we'll have enough money to come back in properly. And many of them are doing that, choosing that route versus trying to fight the battle.
Right.
Because okay, so you know how they got all those Patreons and all those truthers on YouTube or whatever, and they be telling you how to get all these survival packages and all that stuff. Those MFs you need to be worried about, right? Because those are the ones that are going to be the ones putting up the most resistance, right?
Ooh, yes.
Think about it, because they're going. It's kind of like that Marvel movie called Civil War, where you had Captain America versus Iron Man. Well, Captain America represented the indigenous people of the land. Iron Man represented industry, corporations.
Oh.
Right? So the corporation didn't want to give up its power. But, you know, Captain America was like, no, we got to do this for the people. We got to make this right for the people and restore things, right? That's why at the end of the movie, he gave up his power to the brother. And the brother's name was Sam Wilson. That's the new Captain America, who's a brother. Guess how old he is? 41 years old.
41.
I ain't making it up. Now, guess what? If you reverse the word Sam, what is it? Mas.
Mas.
Mas in Spanish is what in English?
More.
You got it, Dr. Kia Pruitt.
Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer
So he had to give
day.
up his power to the more.
Is it Peter Thiel you were thinking of that moved to Australia?
Yeah. What's his name?
Peter Thiel.
Yeah, they said
Al Jr. Al Jr. said that.
He's with who?
And Asley. Huh?
What company was he with?
Peter Thiel? Let me see. Family, tell us, Peter Thiel. With what company? Peter Thiel's most prominently associated with PayPal.
Okay.
Which he co-founded in 98.
That's him. That's one of them. He recently moved.
Wow.
He uprooted his whole family.
Oh, they trying to run up out of here. They trying to flee. You can run, but you can't hide. That's what somebody in the comments said. Speaking of
when did that come out, Dr. Kia?
What's that?
Does it have a date on that?
No, this is AI's overview.
Okay.
He also founded and led several other companies and investment firms. You know, speaking of originators or creators, I just found out that one of the prominent AI inventors was a brother named David Blackwell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His daughter, his granddaughter is coming up with the movie. And, you know, people are like, why didn't they tell us that? He laid the foundation for artificial intelligence. He had a in-depth knowledge in mathematics. He was in California. He went to Oakland. They didn't want to see a Black professor in front of the classroom, but they did allow him to do certain things. And he is one of the originators. He's an American statistician and mathematician who made significant contributions to game theory, probability theory, information theory and statistics. And as you delve into his life, he's also one of the founders of AI. He passed away at 91 years old. I just thought
Oh
that was
wow.
fascinating. David Blackwell. Just speaking
I'm
of
I'm going to
tech.
run to the restroom right quick.
Okay, okay. So I just thought I'd bring that up since we're talking about originators, creators, etc. So Peter Thiel tried to run to Australia. He looks alike. Oh, the guy I just brought up, David Blackwell, looks like George Washington Carver. Wow, you read about him? Sean Ed said. Greetings, Sheik, Dr. Kia, and chat. This show is fire as usual when the Sheik is in the building. I've gotten so many downloads lately, and Sheik is confirming every last one of them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for being here. Thank you, family, for being here. Thank you, chat, for continuing to add to the conversation and for sending gifts. If you desire to send more gifts or a donation, if you haven't already, to the Sheik, feel free to send him a cash app to $ all rights reserved. And if you are inclined, you can also send it to $ more rights reserved. That's MOOR rights reserved. But his prominent cash app is $ all rights reserved. All right, Sheik, that was the end of the illustrations you had for me.
Well, thank you for sharing them.
Of course. Chief Max said that was an awesome presentation.
Thank you, Chief.
Peter Thiel went to Argentina, Cag said.
Okay,
Did
well,
he?
Argentina, they got the hell up out of here, didn't
Okay. Where did Peter Thiel move? I don't know why I thought I saw,
they? Oops.
I must have made that up.
Hey, Doc,
Okay.
somebody's at my door. Hold on real quick.
Okay. And we can wrap it up. Yeah, Argentina. Billionaire tech investor Peter Thiel temporarily relocated his family to Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thank you for that. Purchasing a $12 million mansion in the city and enrolling his children in local schools. How does everybody know these billionaires' business? Like I would think they live in a private, you know? How, what do y'all think? Unless they just want us to know, the people in power want us to know. But I would think these people live in a private and nobody could find out where they moved to. All right, Sheik.
Hey,
Anything? I don't. You
no,
got somebody?
I want to close if you don't mind because I know that this event is about to come on for
Okay.
the UFC,
Okay.
and I wouldn't want to miss this for nothing in the world because I do believe that this is a turning point, and I believe part of the event is actually called a turning point, just so you know.
Wow.
And
No.
and the turning point, really, if you reverse that, that means the point of no return, right?
Woo. Yes, sir.
So we're not ever going backwards, we're going forwards from here on out.
Mm.
Y'all
Mm.
get ready for it and don't freak out if you hear of things shutting down. It's a good thing for you. It's a good thing. You know, when they had the NBA finals, they had all the players, all the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't put their hand over their heart because they're not dead. They're amongst the living.
Ooh.
To put your hand over your heart is to suppress your heartbeat, to make yourself dead. So they didn't do that. And if you, and that was on both sides. That was on the Spurs and the Knicks. They were not doing that ritual because now we're about being in the world of the living. Okay. So if you see some things get shut down, do not panic. They're going to start telling you or revealing to you what's really been going on for the last 400 years and especially over the last 100 years. Don't freak out, because when things come back on, we don't know if it's going to be 3 days of a shutdown. We don't know if it's going to be 10 days. We don't know. But whatever it is, don't freak out, because know when it's over, you come into it with great wealth and abundance. You never going backwards.
Come on,
And
Sheik.
then you finally have your heaven on earth. Finally
Mm,
happening. And when I
mm.
say that, I mean your heaven on earth, your land of milk and honey, your streets paved with gold, and your 40 acres and a mule. And 40 acres and a mule, 41, you're going to have it.
Mm. Sheik, Jeffrey, one of our strong supporters, says he's in Salisbury, North Carolina. He's been to 6 stores and he's seen a lot of military.
They're getting ready for this.
So, what time does this event come on that you were
We're
talking about?
supposed to, I think it's going to start either 6 your time, which is
Okay,
already started, or
it's six
definitely by
sixteen.
7 tonight.
Okay, and what's the name of this event we should be looking for?
That's the UFC thing that had Freedom 250, Freedom 250 at the
Okay,
White House.
okay. So pay attention to that, family. People are talking about Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire. I don't believe everything I
Everything
read.
in threes. That's why they said trillionaire. You gotta represent. Look. All Elon Musk represents is what? El Mu. El as in Elohim. Mu as in what Earth was called before it was called Earth was called Lumoria. Mu.
So he's just a
I got you
representation.
speechless, huh?
You do. He's just a character. That's it.
Yeah. And he's talking about new energy, new power, right?
Mm, mm.
We're not dealing with fossil fuel no more. You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Yes.
In the new world, all your energy is about to be restored. It's about to be free. In fact, let me tell you this, Dr. Kia. You remember back when I told you that Nashville had the ice storms and they were out of power for
I
2
remember.
weeks, 14 days. That meant that white supremacy was out of power for 14 days. Guess what they said? They
What?
said that they are now burying the power. What does that mean? It's all symbolic, but what they're saying is they're going to bury the power cords under the ground, but they're meaning they're going to bury their power.
Dang. And then speaking
It's
of Elon
real
Musk,
because if
yeah.
everything is going back to Egypt, everything is going back to Tennessee. And what I say, 10 and C is 3. Everything in 3 is 10 and the C.
Wow.
That's why it has 3 stars on the flag.
Everything
Morocco
in 3s.
is 1 star, but if everything in 3s, boom, Tennessee.
Another speaking of Elon Musk, he coined the term universal high income. It's a forward-looking economic concept that he popularized, which proposes that each person in America receives an enormous amount of money because of AI. He says it proposes that massive productivity gains from artificial intelligence and robotics will eventually create a post-scarcity society, allowing governments with an S to issue substantial regular checks to citizens. And he said it's different from UBI. Now, he didn't say this, but AI says this, and we researched it. Universal high income is different from universal basic income. Basic income is money from the government to offset your basic needs. Universal high income is what Elon Musk coined, saying that everyone is about to become wealthy. He's a symbol. He's speaking. I don't even know if it's in codes at this point, but he letting us know what's about to go down.
You're correct.
All right, Sheik, you said we need to get off so we can let's look at this event.
It's going down, Doc. It's going down, Doc. I'm just excited. And I've never been this excited in my life because some things are beyond our control. And we all want better for ourselves.
Absolutely.
We want better for ourselves. We want better for our families. You know what I mean? We want to be free from this slavery.
Yes,
because
sir.
it's been a mental slavery, and it's been a rat race where we always are struggling to try to figure out how to just make ends meet. And now the ends don't even have to meet because we're going to be free from all that. You just to be able to manifest what it is you want to do. You're going to have what they call the Midas touch, and the Midas touch, everything touch turns to gold because now you're not going to be held back anymore. See, before, like I said, you were drowning in debt, but now you're going to be flying in credit. So if you're now a creditor, a real creditor doesn't even have to pay anything back because your birthright was everything anyway.
Woo!
Right? So that means the resources of the land belong to you. The resources of the land means the mineral rights, whatever comes out of the ground, whatever's on top of the ground, whether it's animals, plants, whether it's vegetables or fruits or whatever, herbs, that's yours. Okay? Now, you may be charged for a service. Just like think about if you go through a drive-through, sometimes you say, well, I want a cup of water. Sometimes they charge you for the cup. Right? Because that's the service part of it. But water's free. Right? But everything else is going to be free. The only thing that you're going to be really taxed on is if you buy a new home or a new car.
Okay.
And you might be still taxed on certain products that you may buy in the stores, right? Because you still have to be able to maintain your streets. You still got to be able to make sure that people are able to work and maintain, whatever needs to be maintained, right? People cutting down trees if trees fall down. You got to have those workers out there to be able to do that stuff, to repair your roads, to repair the pipes that may burst, repair the electrical lines. You're going to still need that. But you ain't gonna need all that other stuff. You ain't gonna need to be paying all this money for someone that's gonna be taking your children, child protective services or whatever that crap is, right? And telling you how to raise your child, how to raise your tribe, how to do things that you know to do, right? You're not gonna have these pastors and these reverends and these bishops and all this other stuff giving you a false narrative, right? Because even the religion is going to end up being a more narrow one world religion. Everything going back to a Muslim basis, right? So with that, we're going back to God's law, and they got to start telling you the truth about what's going on. That's why they had all those pastors meet up in Tennessee. You remember that?
I do.
That's why they met up in Tennessee, because they said, prepare your flock. Prepare your flock for the truth. They may not be able to handle the truth, but you got to start preparing them that, what we've been teaching really ain't the truth. You like that, don't you?
I love it. Yep. They said, tell them the truth about God. Tell them the truth about extraterrestrial life. Tell them the truth about the Bible, because they're not going to be able to handle it.
That's what it is.
Okay, finally, I know I keep saying finally. In conclusion, the Soul Tribe wants to know, what's the 411 on your book?
Okay, so y'all, what I want y'all to do you still have my YouTube?
The YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you give them that?
Okay. So if you go to YouTube, type in Jacob Bay, it'll come up. Let me see. Oh, where is it? Oh, what's the number behind Jacob Bay? It's Jacob Bay.
I think it's Jacob Bay 1463.
Okay. Or is it 65?
It's either 1465. What is it?
I'll check up 1463 first. 65 popped up on something.
That's it. I think it's 65.
Is it 65? Okay. Jacob Bay 1465. Let me see if it comes up. Okay.
Did it come up?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I see you with the. Okay.
So what I would like for everybody to do, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my page. I did find an investor. The
Yay!
investor, yeah, the investor and I are going to start putting some things together because I've been, just because y'all hadn't heard from me, I've been in that book doing editing and everything else, and it has really grown because the story doesn't end until the transition in power is actually official, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to end this until Juneteenth, the
Okay.
407th year of our enslavement. That's when I'm going to go on and just put a halt to it all. And then we're going to move towards getting some stuff pressed up. And then you'll be able to go to this page and I'll be making some posts on the book. And then I'm going into full production to do my own show. And I'll be inviting Dr. Kia on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for, I appreciate you inviting me to your show. I look forward to it.
Yeah. So we're going to have a good time. Because I'm going to do this, y'all, in a way where I'm going to really teach. And I'm going to teach with graphics and everything. So I can show y'all what they really did to our people. And I'm going to
So
break this thing down. Huh?
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So family, subscribe to Sheik Jacob Bay's YouTube channel. I put the link in the chat. Instagram family, I'm so sorry. I forgot to push the go live button, but I will summarize. Sheik Jacob Bay, you have 3 minutes just to summarize what you presented to us today.
Oh,
Before,
oh, girl, I don't even know what to say because I said everything already.
okay.
I just want to say thank you. Let me say this.
No, a summary, Sheik, summary. But go ahead.
Everybody who sent me a donation, thank you. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kia, for bringing me back on your show.
You're welcome.
We haven't talked in a minute, but I appreciate you giving me the platform to at least speak about what's happening now. You look wonderful, by the way. And
Gracias. Thank you.
I also want to say, y'all, please be vigilant, but don't be freaking out about what's to come. This is a good thing. Remember, it's a good thing. You all just need to stay out of the way. When the transition happens, stay out of the way. Just chill. Let it happen. Because you know who it's for. The benefit is going to be for you. Chill out. Be ready. You got your blessing on the other side. And it's coming sooner than you think. I'm done.
Absolutely. So what Sheik Jacob Bey did was he showed us several images that represents the transition in power. I apologize to my Instagram family that I forgot to push the live button, go live on Instagram, but you can tune into my YouTube channel at Dr. Kia Pruitt, or you can look at my handle at Dr. Kia Pruitt Official. He showed us the rainbow that happened. And, I think this was over, what was that, over a game?
The rainbow was actually over the George Washington Monument.
And the rainbow represents
the lightning hit.
Yeah,
that lightning hit.
And it represents God's promise.
Right.
And he just went over so many symbols and broke down so many codes that it's hard to go over in a few minutes. But please tune into my YouTube channel and everybody else on all my other pages. Please go back and rewind the video. You can go to double speed if you like and speed it up so you can see all of the wonderful things that Sheik Jacob Bey shared with us. Now, if you've been looking for me on Twitter, somebody compromised my account. Somebody completely overtook my Twitter account. I couldn't log in. And once I finally did gain capacity to log into the account, it was the person's name who had usurped my account. So when I reported it to Twitter, what they did was they completely suspended the account. So my Twitter page is gone. All the tens of thousands of followers I had, all the videos gone. All the people I was in contact with a lot of financial people, gone. So all the people that deal with currencies, So
I hate that. That's some sorry people.
Thank you so much.
Sorry.
So I might have to just do a whole nother channel, and I'm okay with that. I'm so used to this, but it's almost over anyway. We're looking for the transition in power. We're looking for the wealth transfer, and we're just glad to have Sheik Jacob Bey to decode all these things for us, to let us know it's here, it's happening. If you want to, the book, if you want to get on the email list, are you still taking email?
I always take emails, and I do respond to emails. I'm sorry, y'all, that this thing has taken this long, but I needed an investor, and the demand for the book has been overwhelming to where even if I had $5,000 to put into it, girl, that'd be gone just like that.
Mm.
And you know, the amount of money that somebody is going to put in with me is going to be able to supply the demand, and that's
What is
going to
it?
be
De
beautiful.
jure law 33
Yeah, the Jure Law 33 at Gmail.
at Gmail. If you want to get on his email list, please send him an email to de jure law 33 um, at
That's
Gmail.
DEJURE 33. No, DEJURE Law LAW 33 at gmail.com.
Hmm.
Thank you.
The devil is okay. Yes, I got it there. If you want to send him, thank you, a cash app, send it to all rights reserved, $ all rights reserved. Thank you. He thanked everybody that sent him a cash app. And if you're interested in sending one to Mama Kia, Dr. Kia, that my cash app is $ Mama Kia 13. Any more shout outs you have? Anybody send you a gift? You want to shout them out?
Louisa Paciano. Let me give out a few because I know it would be wrong to leave out anybody. Zena Jones Clark, thank you. Regina Fields Washington, thank you. Deborah Lovejoy, Pearlia, thank you. And then I've already shouted out some other people, so thank
Go
you
ahead.
all. That's been kind of you.
Thank you so much. Well, Sheik, you said we need to go watch this event. Sheik Jacob Bates,
Yeah,
he said there might be some EBS, Emergency Broadcast System announcement come on. So that's about it, Sheik. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you.
thank you.
You're
I
welcome. It's
appreciate it.
always a pleasure. And you know, we got to keep our eye out for anything else coming up in case you need to come on and break down the codes to us.
Right on.
Right on. All right, family. We love you. Thank you for joining us, family. Thank you so much. We love you.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Chief Mack, for being in the background. We love you all. Go out and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night.
Shining wisdom's
Eastern.
light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she knows, spreading truth wherever she goes. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day.
No, we're not citizens. We are sovereign and we are the indigenous people. We will get the money. As a matter of fact, we'll get a lot of money. Empress Verdiasi Gaston L. Turner Bay won her claims in the amount of $85 quadrillion. That money is coming back to the indigenous people. Also, there are many trusts where we indigenous people will receive the money. And that money that was stolen from the towers was actually money that's supposed to come back to we American people. The money they say is for citizens, but some citizens will get money, and then you have the sovereign who will also receive wealth. But you know, what's dollars and money when you own the land and the resources?
And all Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. From currencies to investments divine, she's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Thank you for joining us, Soul Tribe. If you're interested in joining our private membership group, we are going to do a show this week talking about all the financial news going on in the countries in which you've invested. So please go to the join section or just hit any of our videos, or you can click on this link, join our private membership group, follow the prompts, and you will be in. According to many of the people who are in the membership group, they find lots of value in it. They find the value of fellowship because we commune and keep up with one another, and they find the value of learning different information as it relates to these countries in which we're invested. So if you want to know about foreign currencies, gold, silver, other precious metals, stones, even land, please join a private membership group. Hit the join button anywhere on any of my videos, or you can click on the link that's in the chat. Family, it has been such an honor and a pleasure having you all here in the chat. I know everybody has something to do this evening, as it is Sunday. Now remember, 5 o'clock p.m. Sunday, Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock is usually when the markets and the Forex opens. So oftentimes at 5 o'clock, you will see certain things come across as it relates to in the news of as it relates to the Forex. And you might even see the new silver and gold prices, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Sunday. It's paramount to have a subscription, Sister Sherry Williams says. You might see the prices change. You might see foreign currency rates change. So pay attention to the Forex Forex markets, family. The Forex, again, goes live Sunday night at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't see a change or fluctuation in the precious metals prices by 5 o'clock, which we know now is 6:30, definitely Monday, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can see changes in the Forex. So we appreciate you being here. Thank you for your time. I see that Chief Mac said he's going live tonight on his channel. Join the Chief Mac show and listen to his Intel family. This was an amazing show, so I'm glad to have had Chief in the audience sharing his wisdom and information in the background. Thank you so much also for all of you that have joined the conversation. I love you so much. It's always my great pleasure to share everything that I can give you so that you can help prepare your family for the new transference of wealth. I'm so glad you said this was an awesome show. Thank you, Jeffrey. So Sheik Jacob Bay says that we need to pay attention to the event happening tonight. He said it started at about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go see what they're talking about. Let's see if we'll have a covert emergency broadcast system announcement. Covert EBS. Sometimes they're covert, meaning it's kind of quiet or secret or masked encoding, and sometimes it's overt, where you can see it out loud, the message that they're trying to get to us or implement or sharing with the people in America and across the globe. Chief Mackey said he'll be going live between 9:30 and 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So look out for Chief Mack's show, family. I love you all too. Jeffrey says, Dr. Kia, I got my Bolivar and copper. Love you, Queen. I love you more. I don't know where the event is tonight, family. Sheik Jacob Bay was so good tonight. And he's been listening and watching all the things. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you, all the things that's been going on so that he could. And thank you for subscribing to Chief Mac Show. Thank you for being here, family. He's been listening. Sheik Bay has been listening to everything that's been going on so he could give us the news. As you all know, he's not been feeling well. So, he's staying on top of things on his health. He's not going into detail what's been going on. So send your thoughts to Sheik Jacob Bay and your high vibrational energies so that he will be well. We need him well. Sister Janine says she's calling you, Jeff. Chief Max in the house, he said they're getting ready to disclose the most of those so-called celebrities are not gone. They have not been unalived. Sheik Jacob Bay's YouTube channel is Jacob Bay 1465. Please subscribe. Oh, you missed the live. That's all right, Millard. You're going to catch up. Awesome. Awesome. That's good. That's good. All right. All right, family. I'm Dr. Kia Pruitt. You've heard from me, and you've heard from Sheik Jacob Bay. We trust that you have enjoyed the live, and we trust that we've said something to raise your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing, magnificent life that you desire and deserve. Good night, Soul Tribe. We'll see you on the other side. And if they show an emergency broadcast announcement, like an overt one, you're welcome. We're gonna have to come back, even if it's just for a few minutes, to say, this is it. We manifest divine health for our Sheik Jacob Bay, and for the Soul Tribe. So we trust we said something to raise up your vibrations and inspire you to create the most amazing, magnificent life that you desire and deserve. Good night, Soul Tribe.